Yeah, I mean, obviously it's disappointing. We put ourselves in a good position here in the first half, being 1-0 up. Great save from Nico and nice goal from Georgie. Um, and it felt like the game was in a pretty good place. But this is a good team and a hard place to play. And being a man down, things just didn't really go our way. It was little moments. But despite the loss, I think overall we can be pretty proud of the effort that the team put in. And I think we saw a step forward with the team tonight in general, despite the loss. And it showed some character. So there's positives to take.
All right, we'll kick things off with Matt Pollard from Burgundy Wave.
Thanks for the time, Ollie. Ollie, what was your assessment of how the team was playing once Wayne gets sent off and it's still 1-1? Were there aspects of that you felt the team could have done a better job to maybe get control of the game or be compact? Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult when you go a man down. Luckily, it doesn't happen to us too often. We're pretty disciplined in that respect. But like I said, there's a lot of good players on the field, and we were trying to be compact and play deep. And, you know, moments before we get a chance to go up 2-0. And I think that then when they scored the tying goal, it was difficult for us to manage the game offensively with the man down. And we tried to push a bit, but like I said, it's difficult. And a lot of guys are putting a lot of effort out there.
All right, we'll go now to Brayden Nurse, Denver Post.
Hey, Ollie, thanks for the time. They said on the broadcast tonight that Georgie canceled some personal plans over the next few days just to stay ready in case someone on the Gold Cup roster gets injured or whatnot. Just we'll see what happens with his injury with the hamstring. Sounds like it's not too serious, but to you, does he deserve a spot on that roster given the way he's playing lately?
Yeah, of course. I'd love to see him there. Like you said, I don't think that the injury is an issue at all. He said it was just cramping. So yeah, I'd love to see him there.
All right, we'll go back to Pollard.
Ollie, big night for Nico, regardless of the loss. What have you seen from him, and how much of just an ascension, or has he had the last couple of weeks, or is this just proof of what he's been doing in training for a couple months?
No, I just say that it's just proof of the goalkeeper squad that we have here, and everybody stays ready, and he's a part of that. And you can see it. He comes in and drops very good performances. Again tonight, making a good save and good distribution. So I'm very happy for Nico, and he's a guy that's going to keep his head down and continue to work.
Brayden.
Yeah, Ollie, Jackson Travis kind of keeps proving why he deserves that starting spot at left back. Tonight he gets a dislocated finger. Just can you talk about his toughness, how much he's improved this year despite what he's been through with his body so far?
Yeah, he obviously struggled with injuries before too, but he's a trooper and he's a really hard worker. Like I said, I think that's a common theme amongst us, and you see that tonight. And Jackson is a good example of that. And he stayed ready, and he's coming to these games, and he's played well. So once again, I'm happy for him, and I think that we're making strides forward despite this one result. It's a tough place to come, and he did well against good wingers. So I think that he's proved that he can be there and make an impact.
All right, we'll go to Sydney Cohen, Rapids Digital.
Ollie, you've mentioned this being a good step forward and this team showing a lot of character in this result. Is that being shown maybe in the communication between players, coaches, just yourselves on the field in the dead moments, or just kind of the action speaking louder than words in the play that you see on the field? And then added on to that, with the step forward, 10 days until your next game at home, how's the team going to regroup and really work on the performance needed at home in that next game?
Yeah, I think it's just a sign of growth and mentality. Like in this game, the moments that maybe we were lulled a few games ago, I felt like there was still energy and leadership and a voice and a collectiveness, even in tough moments. And I think that these next few days of rest are just going to help us because we can get our bodies right. We can get some guys back healthy again and go at it again with the same mentality. And I think that if we combine those two things, we could be looking at a lot of good results here.
All right, last one for Pollard.
All I know, goal contribution parts, and then the work that Ted's done as well on the other side of the flank.
Yeah, I mean, once again, two guys who've worked hard for a while and stayed ready. I think Ted's brought a lot and shown his abilities, and Sam did well tonight. He's unlucky not to score, actually, but he's getting in good positions and he's done well. So the both of them are a good addition to the team and strong players.